Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be talking about week number 26 of the year 2025. So we all know what's happening in the world, with the kind of planetary positions are in the sky. They are pretty much fiery and they're causing some kind of issues in everyone's life. We all know that. But you must also understand that your horoscope, your personal horoscope, carries the major important role it plays out. Until and unless you have some bad periods running through right now, or the dasha, as we say, the timelines, you will not be experiencing similar to the ones who are experiencing. The intensity, will vary. So one must not follow it blindly that, this particular time period is completely bad or completely not so good or is good. Okay. So when we are giving, as astrologers, it's our moral duty to tell you to start with that these are all generic predictions that we are giving. And in particular, if you want to know and you want to make any decisions, you must seek the help and advice of an astrologer. Because if you have to travel, you have to travel. And if you have a bad period going on, there can be delays, there can be some issues, there can be glitches which can happen. And if it is really very bad, then the incident like Air India plane crashed, to that extent also one can. That is a very extreme kind of a case. So I always tell everyone that until and unless you have that kind of yoga or combination in your chart or the Alp Ayu in your chart, you cannot go through this kind of an event in your life or incidents in your life to that extent. Your family has to suffer, so they also have to have that kind of yoga, right? The ones who are left behind. So we should not predict, or we should not boldly say that don't travel also. It's not right. We cannot write it off. Planes are flying, everything is happening in the world. People are making money also, people are losing money also, people are falling sick also, people are getting better also. So there are good, bad, ugly with everyone. And always remember, if you are running through a bad patch in life, remember the cycle, the wheel of time. It has to go up and then come down and then again will go up. Okay. So we just cannot say that it is going to be a bad phase forever. We cannot say that. It's not right. Okay. So if you are having a good time, I think that's the best time to seek the help from the astrologer, guidance from the astrologer as to what exactly is going to be the next phase that we are heading to. So I would request you, because we are heading to a very strong planetary combination in the sky in the upcoming month. Also, I will be doing July month's readings. People wait for that because I give all the dates and I'm very particular about all the transits that are happening. So I will be doing, because Ketu is also changing sign, nakshatra, which nobody has talked about. So this week is bringing pleasant experience, because the spiritual experience, because there's a Rath Yatra also. Lord himself is going to meet us all, he's coming out of his palace, I would say. Okay. We do have moon's ingress in 4 signs this week, starting from Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo, lastly. And we do have a new moon. Now, this new moon is in Ardhara Nakshatra, which is taking place after 2013. It happened in 2013. This 3 planetary combination in Gemini sign. I will be sharing my insights in the daily videos that I'm doing, daily horoscope. So please stay tuned. In this video, I will share a little bit an overview, and then because Venus is also transiting through it's going to be changing signs and going to be in its own zone in Taurus sign this particular week. So a little bit about it, and then I will move on with the 12 signs readings. Along with that, I, in a flow, might give some remedies also for you all. The remedies are just nothing but, it's actually testing your faith. The stronger the faith, you do a remedy, I think you do manifest good things. You cannot maneuver or change your chart or your destiny completely, but definitely you can change your mindset, your perspective, how you look at a problem. So it might just bring about some courage and boldness in you or strength in you to face a particular situation that you're entrapped in, which is not so favorable. Okay. So let's start with the video, and let me start sharing with you the screen as to what exactly is this week looking like. I hope the screen is sharing. Okay. So we do have this week moons ingress in 3 zodiac signs of Taurus, wherein it is going to be aspected by Saturn. And Taurus is the sign where it's going to be in Taurus. Yeah, it is showing so Taurus. So it is going to be favorable for financial matters, practical tasks, and enjoying nature. However, be aware of potential stubbornness, possessiveness, and resistance to change because of Saturn's aspect also on this. And then we have 25th to 26th Gemini conjunct Jupiter, Sun, and trine to Rahu also in the sign of Gemini. This is going to be bringing about some sociability. You feel talkative, you feel communicative, you're eager to learn new things, and this is good for networking, writing, and engaging in mental activities also when moon is in the Gemini sign. Then it moves into the Cancer sign on the 27th, 28th, and Mercury is conjunct, and it's going to be at exact trine to Shani and Saturn also. So in Cancer sign, this is more sensitive, nurturing, and home-oriented, and you're going to be connecting with your loved ones also. 29th is going to be moving into Leo, which is the warmth, generosity, and desire for recognition kind of a sign. And to start with, I would tell you that there is a new moon in Ardhara on the 24th June. It starts at 6:59 p.m. India time to 4 p.m. June 25th. And when there is this Sun, Moon, and Jupiter in Ardhara after 2013, this is happening. So it can bring about extreme weather, floods, sudden environmental events, because Ardhara is the teardrop nakshatra, and this can bring about destruction followed by cleansing. Mass protests or policy overhauls in sectors ruled by Jupiter: education, finance, law, religion, because Jupiter is combust also, not to forget. Economic slowdowns and restructuring, gold, silver, commodity markets could see volatility due to Moon, Sun, Jupiter combination. Moon and Jupiter are combust and trine to Rahu also. In Brihat Samhita, I must quote Chapter 11 of Brihat Samhita, because people are asking why you don't quote. I do quote every time. It is said when the Amavasya, that is the new moon, occurs in the Ardhara nakshatra, storms, rainfall, and civil unrest follow in the land. That is what is this about. This new moon heralds intense endings and karmic resets, especially where illusion or ego has ruled. Okay. Also, Mercury and Saturn are going to be at exact degrees, 7 degrees approximately, on the 28th of June. Okay, because this week is from 23rd to 29th June, as you all know. So Mercury is going to be in Cancer, emotional, expressive sign, and Saturn in Pisces, which is the wise, renunciant. And when this is in that kind of a triangle degrees, you can see here, I have already, I always mention that, you should see astrologically what's happening in the sky also, which is very important for you all to see. If you're enthusiast, astrology enthusiast, you must learn. So become, do yourself astrology until unless, you're not aware of these combinations, you will never learn astrology. So you should see from scratch. So clarity in communication, because Saturn and Mercury will be bringing about that clarity in emotional matters. Old family issues may find resolution. Governments and businesses may sign long-term deals, finalize treaties, or restructure departments. This combination, which is happening, will be good for writing, strategic planning, and academic or spiritual commitments also. In Jatak Parijat, it said, when Mercury and Saturn, chapter 14, please do refer. When Mercury and Saturn are harmoniously disposed, the native becomes an author, a judge, or a wise counselor. This is what is for the ones who are born with this combination, okay, in the trinal combination also we do take, because they are in the same element. So when this kind of a combination happens, so it's good for the writers, it's good for judging someone. Like you can be a good justice, or the justice prevails, okay. And communication is pretty much wise and restrictive. You will not be uttering all sorts of nonsense. It's not required. And if you are hearing nonsense, it is not good for you yourself also. So Gandhi ji, Mahatma Gandhi ji used to say, "Bura mat dekho, bura mat suno, bura mat bolo." Don't even utter anything wrong, bad, or listen or speak. So don't hear also the bad news that you're, even astrologers who are doing this, you should not follow them blindly. I'm not saying don't follow me also blindly. Be more vigilant. What exactly is coming out from someone's mouth? Because it's bad karma. It's bad karma if I am spreading fear, the fear mongering and all that. No, it's not right. Nowadays, they are using all sorts of, anyways, I don't want to go there. It's all your karma if you're going there. If it's your destiny, if you're listening and following those kinds of astrologers. So my audience is pretty much intelligent. I know that. So Venus is going to be in Taurus sign after the 29th of June till 26th July. So when Venus is going to be in Taurus, it's going to be promoting pleasure, beauty, wealth, food, sensuality. Saturn is going to be aspecting here, not to forget. So these areas are tempered, matured, and brought under scrutiny. And whosoever is going to be talking anything negative, Saturn is going to be making you get into the discipline. Okay, the disciplined approach is very much essential to follow. Okay, so we must actually follow the advice of right kind of people, and this Venus will definitely take you there. Okay, so when it is about art, beauty, food, love, and real estate markets, they will thrive. When we talk about these industries, they will thrive. And with realism, not fantasy, because Saturn is not fantasy at all. So you be prepared for this, okay? And excellent for investing in property this time, jewelry, organic farming, and classical arts. In relationship, loyalty and practicality becomes the love language. In Shukra Niti, when we talk about Shukra, we must read Shukra Niti also. It said that when Venus is in its own zone and is aspected by Saturn, it promotes durable wealth and mature love, though delayed in gratification. Okay, so why I'm quoting the classic text? Because it is really very essential for you all to refer to or read these classic texts where these kinds of transit positions and in the birth chart also what it means is mentioned, so that you are aware, what exactly does all this mean. Also, we have Ratha Yatra, which is on the 20 Rath Yatra is on the 27th of June. And this is the sacred procession of Lord Jagannath, symbolizing movement of the divine towards people. Spirituality, it is a very beautiful time period, because it's a call to let your inner Krishna ride through your karmic landscape. That's the actual meaning of this Rath Yatra. Okay. And Jupiter's presence in Ardhara on this day indicates Rath Yatra this year is about breaking illusion, because they are in trine to each other also, Rahu and Jupiter, and in Nakshatra exchange also. Can you see? So letting the storm pass so truth may emerge. You will see so many things will be revealed. So many things will be actually coming into limelight, something which is very much into illusion or hidden. They will come into limelight. On this day, the best thing that you can do, everyone should do, is donate or serve food or chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya on the 27th, especially. Even if you're not following you can't go for the Rath Yatra or whatever, wherever you are. So at least do this. Okay, recite Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya chant. So this is what is the week looking like. So make a note that you can be very artistic also by the end of the week. So this is something which is really very positive, and there will be increased vitality soon after. It's a waxing moon after there is a new moon. So this is going to be giving a lot of focus in life, and you will have less less conflicts after this. Okay. So this is what is the theme of this week. So let's start with the predictive for all the 12 signs. So I do take Dasha also, as you all know. So please check from your ascendant sign or moon sign and moon sign, sorry, and the Dasha sign. Okay. Dasha sign means that what exactly is the current state of mind of yours and the situation like. Until unless you know the current situation, you will not be able to judge your current position, and you will not be able to make decisions. So rotate your chart, make the Dasha sign your first house, and see where the transit positions are. First check your natal chart and then superimpose the position in the sky. So if you are born, you are an Aries rising, but you're born in, you're right now in Mercury Dasha, which is in Libra. So you have to make Libra your ascendant, your first house, and then rotate your natal chart and then superimpose the transits. I've done several videos on the same. Please do refer to my short videos where I've explained what is this Dasha sign and what does it mean. But yes, there are new subscribers every day. They are actually joining in, so they must know. So for Aries natives, this transit of moon this week is going to be from Taurus to Gemini to Cancer to Leo. That means your second, third, fourth house are going to be getting activated. Second house relates to finances. Okay, it relates to finances, family, speech, and it often brings focus to your finances more, material growth more. So you might feel a strong desire to connect with your family members, enjoy domestic comforts. However, be mindful of spending habits and avoid impulsive purchases on this day. Also be cautious of what you say, as your words may be stronger, maybe having a stronger impact on others during this transit. Sudden shift in my mindset and powerful decisions around relocation or publishing is quite likely. Avoid harsh words with siblings when moon is conjunct Sun and Jupiter in the third house of yours, 25th, 26th. Be careful about that. It is a good week for marketing, writing, competitive examinations also. You can offer Bilwa leaves, or you can worship Lord Shiva this week also, and you can also fast on Mondays. We do have a Pradosham, actually, Soma Pradosham on the 23rd, which I forgot to tell you. But yes, you can worship Lord Shiva on this day and fast also. And then moon is going to be conjunct Mercury, and this is the time you should be maybe, thinking about investments, etc. Education plan you can start also. That is 27th to 28th. You can see when moon was here in the Ardhara Nakshatra, in the Gemini sign, there is there is an exchange also between let me see, when is Mercury is going to be in this zone. 22nd it moves. Yeah, so there is an exchange. Yeah, there is an exchange between Mercury and moon also. So this can bring about some heightened emotions this particular week. You have to be careful about what you speak, how you convey things to others. It might just give you some issues here and there. It is going to be giving you some issues in journeys, or maybe you're going to be eager to express yourself, and this can bring about some issues or restlessness or scattered energy here and there also. In the 4th house, when Mercury is and moon is conjunct, you will be more emotional about your family or family's well-being, comfort, security, home, decoration. You might just be going in for some cooking some meals, writing a book, journaling, etc. can also take place when moon and Mercury are together in the 4th house. You might be very sensitive towards family matters and your sense of belonging during this transit. Lastly, it is going to be in your 5th house on the 29th. Mars Ketu conjunction is there, and it's going to be in trine to Venus as well. So in the 5th house relates to creativity, children, romance, speculation. So this might just be bringing about some tug of war, or mental setup is not in that equilibrium, is missing because you have had a very bad experience with your partner, or you have had any kind of argument maybe, and Mars and Ketu are not considered to be good here as regards to children or your relationship with your partner. So there is this is a good time if you spend this day, especially with your kids, and however, avoid excessive indulgence and risky speculation, because Rahu is there in your 11th house. And this might just bring about that inclination towards doing things which are towards entertainment also, or maybe you will be visiting a religious place because Ketu is there in your 5th house with Lagnesh. So you might just be overwhelmed. There's a lot of work to do at the workplace also. In case you're looking for a job change, this might be the time that you lose a job. So it is better that you stick on to the job and do your thing, focus on your particular job that you're doing, because there are layoffs happening. So you might just be asked to go because your 10th lord is in the 12th house also. So you need to take care and stick on to your job. Yes, there is a lot of hustle happening, or maybe you're going to be shifting to the overseas place. So you are in that transition mode also. And if you are on the family way, conception, etc., it might not be a good phase. It can bring about some issues here and there to your children or to yourself or to your in your pregnancy. You can have some issues. So be careful, get everything examined well. I don't want to do it. This fear mongering, I'm just forewarning. I'm not claiming big things that, okay, this is going to happen. No, I don't do that. If there is, I always say it might happen. Okay. Venus is going to be transitioning to the 2nd house of yours, which is very good for your luxury, and maybe spending somewhere where you are going to be actually something very important, not like wasting money. So you're going to be actually doing things which are increasing your resources also. Okay. It is definitely very positive. So just do the new moon rituals. Like you can just do something on Mondays, fast, or you can just recite mantras, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya or Om Namah Shivaya chants or Hanuman Chalisa. Things will get better. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. And do watch my daily videos. They are more elaborate. I will be doing the nakshatras transit on the week dailies. So that is also going to be elaborate, and I will be including everything, all the transit positions as well. Now on the 23rd to the 24th, moon is going to be in Taurus sign in your 1st house. So this is the time period when you are going to be, the theme is going to be wealth, values, self-worth. So there is a powerful transition, or transformation, which is going to be taking place in finances. Old debts may end. If you're taking any loans, etc., family issues come up for final closure. Venus will strengthen your aura because it's going to be at the 1st house, and great time to start luxury investments. Also, moon when is in your 1st house. So this is a new cycle which is beginning. 1st house moon transit is also going to be giving you that self-awareness and emotional sensitivity. You may feel more introspective and focused on your personal needs and desires. This is a good time for nurturing yourself. Maybe just go for a spa treatment or any kind of haircut, or go to the salon. So it is a good day for doing anything of that sort. This is a good time to nurture yourself, practice self-care, and pay attention to your physical and emotional well-being. Be a nurturing kinds, but don't get carried away. You can have many mood swings. You're prone to mood swings also on this day, actually, your emotional vulnerability. So it's important to stay grounded and avoid overreacting in situations, of that sort. Because Mars and Ketu are also in your Kendra. So you need to take care of your emotions. Then moon moves into your 2nd house on the 25th, 26th in Gemini sign. And we have Ardhara, new moon also in the 2nd house. So now this means that you are focused more on your finances, or you just are overindulgent. You spend some good chunk of money, or you're traveling overseas, you're spending on yourself. So this might just bring about some irritability also, that why I spent, or maybe you're regretting, why did I spend so much money here and there? And then it might just give you some emotional insecurities also. But remember, whatever said and done, Jupiter is in your second house. So it will upgrade you. It will give you money, finances, financial growth, because it's your 11th lord also. And this will be giving you some relief there. It might be giving you a strong desire to connect with your family members, enjoy domestic comforts. However, be mindful of your spending habits and avoid impulsive purchases during this day. And also be cautious of what you say, as the words may have a stronger impact on others during this transit of Ardhara new moon also. So you need to be cautious with your words. 27 to the 28th, moon is going to be in your third house, is going to be conjunct Mercury. This is the time when you can have some communication with your siblings, neighbors, friends, short journeys. You will be focused on your personal interest, maybe writing, learning, journaling, and maybe you are going to be writing a book. You may feel more communicative and eager to express yourself on this day. This is a good time to connect with your people, the immediate circle or the closest circle that you are involved in. Engage in creative pursuits or take short trips. However, you may also be prone to restlessness and scattered energy. So try to focus on one task at a time and avoid overcommitting yourself. So then moon moves into your fifth house for a day, fourth house for a day on the 29th in Leo sign. And it's going to be conjunct Mars and Ketu and trine to Venus. And this is where, you feel very homey and you want to be in that comfort zone. But Mars is there. There can be a issue that, like you can have some kind of argument with your family members, or you can be very emotional about your needs or your family, or you're going to be very nurturing kinds also. You might feel sensitive. Maybe somebody says something to you, or you hear something which is not that favorable, which is not that sweet. So you can get hurt also. This is not a good time for purchasing property, etc., because Mars and Ketu combination says that it is not good. You can relocate, you can purchase property overseas. When Venus is going to be in your first house, it's a good time period for you, in fact. Avoid excessive indulgence and in risky speculation also. Chant Shukra Bij mantra, okay, because Venus is going to be in your first house for wealthy clarity. It is definitely going to be wealth clarity, sorry, not wealthy clarity, but wealth clarity. So this will be a good time period for you. A Shukra Bij mantra, you will get it online, or you can, in your south direction, start lighting in your southeast direction, start lighting a diya or a candle or a tea light in the south direction of your house, if at all you feel that there is lack of abundance or lack of finances in your life. So it will definitely upgrade you, because Venus, your Lagnesh, was in the 12th house. So there has been many expenditures, especially health. You're spending a lot of money on health because Venus is your 6th lord also in the 12th. So you need to take care of your health and your wealth during this time. So recite Shri Suktam, or you can do Shukra Bij mantra, or you can light a diya, candle, or tea light in the southeast direction of your house. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd houses. And there is a Ardhara new moon which is happening after 2013. So can you see, it's after 12 years, this conjunction is going to be in your first house. A very important one, because it is about new beginnings. Whenever there is a new moon, when moon is kambas, Jupiter is kambas, so definitely a reset of personality and karmic patterns. Don't resist the breakdown. Health may fluctuate, so rest is vital. Spiritual insights through silence. You know what? I am going to be giving you a remedy, under especially, it's in the first house. So you must light a diya, candle, or tea light, whatever suits you, under a tree. If it is a sacred tree, it's a peepal tree, all the more better. So you should light a ghee lamp especially on the 24th and 25th. It's a very important remedy. I just got it in my head, so I thought I'll tell you. Now, to start with, 23rd, 24th moon is going to be in your 12th house. So when moon is in the 12th house, it represents isolation, spiritual growth, expenditures. Somebody's in the hospital, you have to visit. Okay. And as it is, it's going to be, you know, the first house transit and there's a new moon. So somebody's unwell and you're looking after that person or your family member. You may feel drawn to spend time alone, reflecting your inner world. Whenever moon is here, it's the end of the cycle. So you might just be, you know, having good time to meditate, practice mindfulness, as it is. It's in trying to Pluto also. I don't want to discuss Pluto right now because then I will get a number of complaints that why you're discussing outer planets. So you might just engage in spiritual pursuits. However, you may feel more vulnerable and emotionally withdrawn. So it's important to nurture yourself and avoid isolating yourself completely, because people get into depression also whenever moon is there in the 12th house. You need to take care of your mental setup. Maybe there's a lot of work and you're just isolating yourself. That's a different story. You're with people, but yet you're thinking of so many other things. So you can have some isolating energy then also. One sec. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. So it can be that, you know, you can experience that isolating energy, aloofness. You feel like doing that. So when moon is in here, so it has already, you know, gone through the whole cycle of 27 days and it's come to halt here for 2 quarter days. So what happens, you know, when it's in the 12th house, you feel that you want that kind of connectivity with yourself. You want to just detox. You want to just come out of that, whatever happened, you know, you're not having maybe you had some bitter experience, you had good experience, you want to experience it, you know, and you want to work or dwell on that. So when moon is in the 12th house, you are dwelling on that. And especially family, food, finances, because it's a Taurus sign. So you will be more focused on these things, and maybe kids, children. Then moon moves into your first house and we have a new moon there. So you must focus on your emotional sensitivity when it's in the first house. You might just be starting a fitness regime. You're thinking about yourself. Health is really very, very important. I just told you that you have to take rest. Now, this is one thing which is bringing about some positive energy here. Especially for Gemini, because it's good for your own nurturing. You are focused more on your well-being when moon is in the first house with sun and Jupiter as well. Now, this is going to be giving you that kind of situation where you are going to be looking at the picture in a very different perspective and you're going to be growing. And the ego clashes or the ego matters, you know, they'll be taking a back seat. Now you're becoming wiser and you're going to be following that religious or spiritual path also. So that way you're nurturing yourself, practicing self-care, paying attention to your physical and emotional well-being. That is something which is very positive, no? But you don't get emotionally vulnerable because people might just give you that kind of situation often. So don't get involved. Just stay as a silent spectator. Listen to everyone, but don't get involved. Just stay aloof. Also with your partner, maybe, you know, your partner is becoming very wise and composed and, you know, in silence, in aloofness. Sometimes, you know, you both can become very less communicative. So maybe with your business partner, life partner, or the one you're dating, you know, there can be some kind of aloofness that you both might feel. So that is what. Then moon moves into the Cancer sign on the 25th, 26th, your second house. 27 to the 28th, 27, 28 in your second house. Mercury is going to be there, conjunct Mercury, and Saturn is also in trine, not to forget. So second house, you're very serious now about your finances. You're focused on your food habits. You want to eat right. Also, you might just be learning something, some language or something during this week. You might just be thinking of enhancing, upgrading yourself. Also, you might feel a strong desire to connect with your family members and enjoy the home and domestic comforts. However, be mindful of spending habits and avoid impulsive purchases. Saturn is also there in trine. It will definitely control you, but still, you know, you need to draw a line. You need to be focused. No, I should not be spending unnecessarily. Okay. Then it is going to be in your third house, and 29th is going to be in your third house. Mars, Ketu are already waiting here. So this is the time when you have to be cautious about your siblings' health. and also about your mental setup, because you are overcommitting yourself. That is something you have to avoid. You are overworked, overburnt, and you are going to be restless also because of that. You're not getting that kind of peace that you thought you will. You're making some decisions which are not right. So you need to check, what is it that I'm doing wrong? What is it that you need to reflect? You need to be more introspective. Okay, that okay, I have to take this decision. I have to consult an expert before jumping into it. Okay, so when out of eagerness, what happens is a lot of fiery energy in your third house. So you are prone to communicating in a very fiery tone, or you can hurt others. So be careful. And things are going to get better with Venus also transiting your 12th house. You might just travel, you might just be purchasing something for yourself, or you will be looking after someone in the hospital. But still, you have to take care of your mental setup. Do not at any cost overspend. Do not overspend on your words. Be watchful, be mindful when you're communicating with others. It might just be hurtful, and then there can be clashes, unnecessary clashes you didn't even think of. Rahu's in your 9th house, travels definitely are on cards. I always say that unless you have a yoga or combination in your horoscope, nothing is going to happen. Okay, coming to the next one, that is, okay, did I give you the remedy? Yeah, I gave you the remedy in the beginning, so do it. Also, you can recite Ganesh mantras. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. For Cancer natives, this transit of moon is going to be in your 11th, 12th. No, sorry. Yeah, 11th, 12th, first and second house. So in the 11th house, this is going to be conjunct. This moon is going to be trying to your 3rd and the 7th house also. And this in the 11th house, it is about, your friendships, your social networks. So maybe you're going to be connecting with your friends, your family. You're eager to connect with like-minded people when moon is here. So this is a good time to attend social events, network with colleagues, and pursue your goals and aspirations. You might also receive unexpected opportunities or gains during this transit. See here, when we talk about moon and the kind of combinations this week, we have Ardhara, new moon also. So hidden fears or enemies may surface. Okay, powerful for meditation and healing. Don't engage in gossip or shady investments. Foreign opportunities open slowly. And the best remedy that you can do here is in this week, because we have Ardhara, new moon. So let me think of it. You can donate white things or clothes or sugar. Donate sugar on especially when we have this 24th, 25th, donate something for sure. Okay. Earlier times we used to have wheat, and we used to grind it, and then we used to make flour out of it. Flour. Okay. Now, when we talk about donations, you can donate rice, you can donate milk, you can donate sugar, and you can donate atta, that is flour. It could be gram flour, it could be wheat flour, whatever suits you. You can just donate that as well. Okay. In the middle of the week, like 25th, 26th, is going to be in your 12th house. Now, 12th house is the house of isolation. It is the end of this cycle. 27 days, it is coming to an end, and there's an Ardhara new moon in your 12th house. Now, this means that you are going to be becoming very spiritual. You're learning more. Your experience says that no, it's okay. You've learned your bit, and you've learned your lesson. Maybe in a bit of by consuming a bitter pill, you've learned it, but you've learned it hard way. So don't worry about it. It's going to be bringing about new beginnings also this week itself. So if you don't cut down on your expenditures, you have to put effort. No, you have to cut down on your expenditures. You have to be self-introspective. What am I doing? If somebody is in the hospital and requires your help and assistance, don't say a no. Help them. If any orphanage you have to go and visit, you should. During the Ardhara new moon, you should be doing it. Wipe off the tears of others, because it's in your 12th house. It will really help you. Okay. This is a good time to meditate, practice mindfulness. You may feel vulnerable, emotionally weak during this time, or maybe, withdrawn from others, because when the cycle comes to an end, you always tend to have or make, feel feel that the remorse, that regret, why did I do that, why didn't I do that? And you do feel that I wish I didn't do that, or it is also the time when you can be more reflective. You can take a break. You should take a break, in fact, when moon is in the 12th house. I always tell this, in all my videos. It might be sounding like a repetition, but that's the main theme, no? When moon is transiting there and you have to top it all, Ardhara new moon, so you have that opportunity now to wipe someone's tears, to not be guilty, or don't self-pity, not guilty but self-pity. That is what people do when moon is transiting the 12th house. Mostly I have seen most of the people do that. Whenever moon is in the 12th house, they will be thinking all negative things. Why not meditate? Why not go for a spa? Why not take a massage on that day? Unwind. Go for that treatment that you have been waiting for yourself. Spend some time on yourself. Spend some money, spend some time. Save that money, and every month you can. I do it. I am not that I also have budget. I don't just go all out and just waste my money. No, it's better that I go to an NGO and serve there. I don't mind doing that. Okay. So try helping others and don't self-pity, just that is why I'm saying, because in the 12th house, when moon is, we think a lot about ourselves. So it's better that you do for others. That is why this is the house of others, other people, hospital, prison, helping others, NGOs, foreign lands, religious place. All that is also seen from the 12th house, no? So connect with someone where you forget your miseries. Do for others. Okay? Enough of lecture. Then moon moves into your first house. That's happening on the 27th to 28th, and it's going to be conjunct Mercury also over here, and is going to be trying to Saturn. This is a good placement, in fact, when moon is in the first house with Mercury. So you will start something new. You'll start learning and understanding your situation better. You'll be very communicative. It's a good time to nurture yourself, actually. Practice self-care. Pay attention to your physical and emotional well-being. Start some fitness regime on this day. And also, you can be a little moody. So you have to take care of that also. Saturn is there in the 9th house. It's good. It's good that you are getting that kind of support from the other people, house help, maybe, the ones who are in the labor class, or we can say the masses. That is Saturn. So you get all that sort of support. They teach you, rather, you learn from them. At times it so happens that you learn from them, but do not have any kind of when you want to spoil your Saturn, you can do it very easily. How? You will start misbehaving with your subordinates, your low class people, or the ones who are helping you, the labor class. Never fight with them. It means if they are not sticking around, understand Saturn is bad. The best remedy is give them some sweets every day, some little sweet to them, and be sweet with them. I know you will say that, oh, they misbehave, they do this to us. Irrespective, forget it. You at least don't accumulate your karma. You don't want them, chuck them off quietly. Namaste. That's it. Don't just run after them, or just don't overdo. Don't misbehave with the labor class, especially the masses, because then you're spoiling your Saturn. Never ever spoil your own horoscope yourself. Don't do that. Speech, Mercury, don't spoil it. Venus, take care of your body, take care of your looks. Jupiter, wisdom, take care, donate, teach, help someone, help children. Okay, so that's what, we have to upgrade ourselves, not downgrade ourselves. So then moon is going to be in your second house on the 29th, and that's happening with Ketu and Mars being in the second house. I know there's a lot of issues that you're going through because of your, maybe your husband's health or your wife's health is not good, or your partner's health is not good. And also, your expenditures, there's a lot of expenditure which is happening, savings depleting. So that's Ketu Mars combination here. So maybe, with your family, you have to be more cordial. Take care of your dental region. Do not ignore it. If you do, then your financial losses happen because of the second house Mars and Ketu as well. Okay, so be careful about your speech. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil your relationship with others because of your bitterness. You have a lot of bitterness, suppose you're going to be uttering something and it will spoil. It is going to add the karma. It is spoiling your life. Okay. So do take care of your speech when you utter something. So do the donations. I think donate something during this week and things are going to get better for you. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, 12th, and first houses. So this is one which is, of course, a good transit to start with when Moon is in your 10th house, Ketu Mars in your first, Rahu in the 7th, Venus in the 9th and 10th, and Moon also will be transiting Jupiter and Sun, and there's a new Moon in Ardhara also. When Moon is in the 10th house, you are more focused on your work, your professional life. You may be more concerned with your career goals and public reputation also. This is a good time to focus on your work, network with colleagues, and take a new challenge. However, you may also be, very sensitive to public criticism and public scrutiny, basically, So it's important to stay confident and focused. Forget everything. Forget everyone else. Whatsoever they're doing, let them do. Do not at any cost get attached to what they are doing and what they're saying, because it's going to pull you down and it's of no use. The theme is goals, social life, recognition. When Moon is in these zones, sudden detachment from an old goal or old friend, new visions emerge. Fame can rise if rooted in truth, not ego. Venus supports income in real estate. When Venus is going to be in your 10th house, it is going to be good for online platforms also. And Moon moves into your 11th house. 11th house is the house of social life aspirations. Jupiter and Sun are there, and there's a Ardhara new Moon also. So this is a good time to attend social events, network with colleagues, and pursue your colleagues and pursue your goals and aspirations. You might also receive unexpected opportunities or gains during this time, some new beginnings coming your way. It is definitely a very beautiful full moon, new moon for you. Okay. Also remember, there's a Kalsarpa still active, so be careful about your travels and investments also. If you have to, then make sure that you take the help and advice from an astrologer or from the expert who is dealing in the investment planning. Now, Moon is going to be in your 12th house on the 27th and the 28th. It's going to be in trine to Saturn, and it's going to be conjunct Mercury here. And Mercury is your second lord in the 12th. So it is quite likely that you will get some project overseas. There is a likelihood that your friends are going to be connecting from overseas places or intercity or intercountry, whatever you call it. 12th house is the house of expenditures also, spiritual growth also. Maybe you're going to be buying some gadget this week. You want to spend on clothes, maybe, but it's good if you practice mindfulness, meditate, and follow some spiritual pursuits. Also, Mercury is there, so you might just read a book. Sometimes what happens when you're journaling, when you're in the isolation, you're writing, you're doing some social media, maybe editing, working, on something, you're spending time on the gadgets more when Mercury is there. So this is a good time for attending, those kinds of places or those kinds of rituals. Maybe you can perform yourself some rituals which is helpful for reflecting, self introspection. Okay, engage in spiritual pursuits during this day. Also, you might just feel that you're getting too much attached to someone who is unwell, and you're getting very low and weak in your emotions also. Expenditures can increase during this time, so just try to avoid anything which is really not required to purchase. Also, worship Lord Sun, because Sun is really powerful here in your chart with Jupiter and Moon also there. Sun is combusting two planets. Oh, how happy he must be feeling. So worship Lord Surya and do pranayam and do the Surya salutations. It is in the morning. It's definitely going to strengthen you, and it is good for your Ardhara new moon also. Those energies will also be tamed if you do the Surya remedy, because it's in the Rahu's nakshatra where this new moon is happening, no? So you must take care of your relationship with your people in and around you. Just to take care of your relationship, your marriage, save the marriage or save the business that you're involved in. Okay. Then moon moves into your first house on the 29th and is going to be conjunct Mars and Rahu. Okay. So this is serious, of course. First house, mood swings happen, all those things that, are increased self-awareness and all, emotional sensitivity. You may feel more introspective, but you can be very aggressive also because Mars and Ketu are there. So be careful while traveling. Now I can say, be careful when you have to travel, when you have to meet someone for signing some documents, agreements. Also, it can bring about some aggression in you and you can just blurt it out and hurt others because of your words. So be watchful, be mindful of what you say and what you do. 8th house Saturn, health issues. So take care of your health, partner's health, Rahu in the 7th. But with rituals, with puja, with homam, with spiritual pursuits, if you follow, you can overcome all these negatives also easily because Jupiter is in your 11th house with Sun. Once it comes out of the 9th of July, Jupiter is rising, coming out of the combustion. So things are going to fall in place for sure because it's your 5th house after all, Lord of 5th house. So it will give you some improvement in relationship with others also overall. Okay. You will be connecting with people. Maybe if you are in isolation, overworked, doing lot many things. So after that, you will start mixing with others also. Okay. So this is what the week looks like for you. And Venus, yes, not to forget, Venus is going to be in your 10th house. So it is good for real estate, good for purchasing a vehicle, good for upgrading yourself, learning some marketing skills also maybe. So that is why it is good for online platforms as well. So worship Lord Surya, Surya, Om Suryaya Namaha chants. That will be good for you. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, I hope I'm clear, loud and clear. In case there is any complications, do let me know because I'm on live platform. Okay, so now for Virgo natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th houses. So when moon is in the 9th house, this is, and we do have Ardhara new moon also, not to forget. In the 9th house, this is the place where you're learning more. You're thinking about travels, you're thinking about adventure, you're thinking about how you can grow well, expansion, bigger picture. That is what you think of. As it is the Taurus sign. So you're thinking about it's exalted. So you're thinking about growth, no? You're thinking about your goals. So this is a good time for traveling, for studying, for engaging in spiritual practices. You can perform a ritual at home or a homam. You might also be more open to new experiences and opportunities during this transit. Okay. And then moon moves into your 10th house and there is a new moon energy also in Ardhara sign on the 24th, 25th. And 25th, 26th, it's going to be in Gemini sign with Surya and Jupiter. So 10th house theme is that people might just not be giving you that kind of attention, or there can be criticism or public scrutiny, which you have to go through when there is a new moon in the 10th house. Now, there can be new challenges with colleagues, with your work and network, or maybe with your bosses and seniors also. That's your concern area. But you have to work on your career goals. Don't worry about what others are saying. Stay confident and focus on what you want, what you can do. Career, authority, and public image. That's the theme. So a change in leadership or role at work can happen. Also, opportunity to shine with maturity because Saturn is in trine to Mercury and Moon. Also, business deals go well if you avoid over-promising. Good for foreign career moves if you want to. Also, meditate on Lord Vishnu in Anant Shayana posture. Anant Shayan posture, you can just Google and see. It is, he's in the peace. He's in the peaceful mudra. So if you will just do that, follow that, worship him, you will get that kind of peace yourself. Okay, so do it. Then moon is going to be in your 11th house on the 27th and 28th. See, 11th house is the house of gains, friendship, social networks. Mercury is already there. So youth. You might just be too eager to socialize, or you might meet someone young or youthful during this time, or like-minded people. Saturn is also there. So maturity definitely is even if that person is young, but will be very matured and, very composed kinds. Okay. So this is a good time for you to attend social events, network with colleagues, and pursue your goals and aspirations. You might also receive unexpected opportunities or gains during this transit. You never know. So business proposal or something to do with your, partnership, etc. That might just be a good idea for you. All right. Then moon moves into your 12th house, and Ketu and Mars are going to be also there in your 12th house. So 12th house is isolation. So it can bring about inclination towards spirituality also. You might just be connecting to some kind of religious organization during this time. You feel drawn to spend time alone. As it is, Ketu is a detaching graha and Mars is an aggressive, fiery graha. So you might just be, brooding. You might just be sulking. Something happened in the past 2-3 days time and you're sulking. Oh, why this happened? Why I did not pay attention to this person? Why I did not, do this or that? That those kinds of remorse and regrets also happen. So it's actually, something which you don't have to spend or dwell too much time on. This is a time-based kind of a phase. As it is, you're just sulking and you're spoiling your own health. So it's better that you just ignore and move further on, because moon will be definitely coming to your first house next week also. So when this cycle comes to an end, you do feel uneasy. As it is, the Kalsarpa, or so-called Kalsarpa, people call it. So that's what I'm saying. But all the grahas are in Rahu Ketu axis, can you see? And once this moon is going to be out of the zone and comes to your first house, it's going to be over, that you feel relaxed. You feel that now I'm not tied to anyone or anybody's emotions or anybody's thought process. Don't feel vulnerable. Don't feel emotionally withdrawn. Be with people, be in that limelight, or maybe, work behind the scenes, but don't sulk. Oh, that person got the attention, I did not. That person did not do well, but I did not get my due. That is something which is a very common thing I hear. Okay. I listen to everyone and I say, it's your karma. That other person must have done something good in the past life and he is reaping the results. If he does wrong, of course, that is going to, again, he has to do it. So don't, everybody is here to quit their karma. So do not compare yourself with others. You never know what they have gone through, how they've reached this particular stage. Isn't it? So never ever compare, because there are so many people who are just struggling because of this comparison only. Get inspired. Don't get bogged down, or don't get jealous because others are doing well. Okay. So this can bring about the jealousy. So turn that jealousy into inspiration and be more spiritual. Visit some religious place, unwind, read a book, write something, or just connect with your family during this time in case you're feeling uneasy. Okay. So this is what, and Venus is going to be transiting your 9th house from the 8th. So this is definitely very positive for you, for travels, for making money. You might just be, going in for a relationship. You might propose that person, or you might just date someone, or in your relationship, you'll start feeling better because Saturn is at the place where Venus is also. It is good for your interpersonal relationships also in the 9th house. And 9th house is good for higher studies, explore new ideas, read something, go for, philosophical or cultural seminars or something where you have new challenges and new coming across new people and doing things also with them. Okay. So this is definitely a very positive time period. Study, engage in spiritual practices. You can experience some new opportunities which are going to be coming your way. Also meditate Lord Vishnu in Anantashayan posture. I repeat. So that is a very good remedy for you for this particular new moon. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. At times, I say new moon, full moon, I get that is just a slip of tongue, not mind. So it's okay. So you understand, it's a new moon this week in Ardhara. So for Libra natives, moon is going to be in your 8th house on the 23rd, 24th, and it's going to be on the 9th house, 25th, 26th, 10th house on the 27th, 28th, and lastly 29th in your 11th house. Now, when moon is in your 8th house. So this is the time when you will feel that there is some major realization about your belief systems. 8th house is one which gives you a transformation. Some secrets are revealed. You share, you talk about your resources, your shared resources. It brings a period of emotional intensity and introspection. 8th house is not considered to be good only for one reason, though for Libra, it is an exalted place, but it minimizes the impact, but it is the exit of whatever you eat. It is the exit of whatever is the waste. So when moon is there, moon is food. So when something is a waste and moon goes there, so definitely it is not a good place for moon, isn't it? So you feel that, there is a requirement for exploring the inner world. Practice mindfulness during this time. Seek support from trusted friends or therapists or astrologers, or you yourself can get into astrology or research work, because it is the deep house. No? It is a deep transformative energy which is there. Until unless you have a strong 8th house, you cannot go in for 8th and 9th house. You cannot go in for research, remember. So you have to have a strong 8th and 9th house for being an astrologer also. Okay. So be cautious of risky investments and avoid getting involved in other people's problems. Focus on yourself right now and you're good to go. Legal matters need attention. Seek advisors during this time. Saturn aspecting Venus in the Taurus sign in the 8th house. You will grow spiritually through relationships. Okay. Also, we have moon transiting through your 9th house, and that's on the 25th, 26th. It's going to be the Ardhara new moon also happening in your 9th house. So this is intense, because it will give you that sense of adventure, expansion. You're thinking of looking at the picture in a very different light, and you're just, you want to have those philosophical mindset. You want to get more on the new ideas. You're on it, and some new language, higher studies, higher education, spiritual practices, you're going to be spending more time when moon is going to be in your 9th house. You might be more open to new experiences and opportunities during this time period. So this transit is definitely very positive and new beginnings for you. Just go for it. Some changes which are anticipated. So 23rd, 24th are the 2 dates when you will be definitely more, you should be worried about your health, or don't make any major decisions, important decisions. Okay. But yes, post that, a new cycle, good cycle starts. So 10th house, Mercury is there, and Saturn is also in trine. So 10th house is actually, the career, public image, your authority, authority as authority, your, you have to be cautious. You have to make right decisions. And maybe you are going to be focused on your professional growth and your career goals. You will set them and you will achieve them. And, you have to focus on your work. Don't worry about what others are saying, those criticism, those, public scrutiny. Don't worry about all of that. Just focus on what you are here for. Okay. The other person is getting all the attention. I'm doing so much. I'm not. So all these things, I keep hearing and listening to. But I know everybody has their own karma to quit. So I have learned it hard way. I've learned it over a period of time that whatever is yours will come to you ultimately. So don't worry about it. If you have to get those appreciation, you will get it. If you don't, if it's not there, it's not there, and it's your karma. Keep doing your thing. Don't give up. Maybe you will be having many meetings on this day. You're communicative, you're writing, you're just, too emotional or overwhelmed also, because you're doing too many things at a time. Your workplace, maybe you're looking for a place to, you're shifting, you're looking for a rental place, or you're purchasing property, you have to sign the documents and the person does not appear on time. So that kind of that depends, what exactly are you talking in your personal chart about. So just look at the kind of situation you're in. So just try to match it up. Maybe you have to purchase some gadget, or it crashes and you have to buy. As it is, Mercury is turning retrograde next month, so you have to take care of your gadgets any which ways. So you might be open to new experiences, opportunities during this transit. Then moon moves into your, lastly, on the 29th, your 11th house. Mars and Ketu are there already. So this is about your career goals, your reputation, your social networking, your, your social network. How is it? You are eager to connect with your friends and like-minded people, or maybe spiritual people. You might just be going into a religious place. You might just be doing some bhajan, kirtan, listening to some music, light music, religious music, something which soothes you, which soothes you, your mind, calms your mind. So that is quite likely, and it's a good time to attend social events or networks with your colleagues, or you want to pursue your goals and aspirations. You might receive unexpected opportunities also or gains during this transit. That is also quite likely. Okay. And then Venus moves into your 8th house, not to forget that. Something hidden will be revealed. Any kind of health issues, if you have been experiencing, you will definitely get that cure, because Venus is the Sanjeevani. He can bring the dead to life also, back into life. Okay. Alive. Yeah. Back to life. So you can definitely seek the right kind of treatment, seek the right kind of doctor. You will get it. If the diagnosis is not is not happening, so you will get that diagnosis done. You will get the right kind of treatment when Venus is going to be in your 8th house. And you surely, your Lagnesh is going to be in the 8th house. You need to take care of your health any which ways. Okay. But you will get that breakthrough. So handle your finances also really well. New opportunities definitely on cards. Expenditures are going to be there this particular week. Okay. So this is it, I think. And I think I can give you 8th house Venus. Okay. Do this. Okay. If you can, take some sandalwood. Okay. If you can get paste also, you can do it yourself. We to just, scrub it on the plate, and then, on the stone. And then, we have the stick of sandalwood, and we just make it, we just apply it on the forehead. So instead of applying it on yourself, you can apply it to Goddess Lakshmi. On your altar, if you have Goddess Lakshmi, just apply on Fridays. Every Friday, start applying Goddess Lakshmi the sandalwood, or you can just offer a lotus flower. Okay. Just a lotus flower will do. Okay. Or if you really can't do any of these, then you can donate yogurt, plain yogurts to the needy, or you can start consuming also. You can take a little bit of, you can apply on your body and take bath also on Fridays. Okay. Plain yogurt. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. Now, for Scorpio natives, it is about your hidden wealth, transformation, and intimacy this week. Let go of toxic patterns, because it's in the 7th house. In love, money, you need to come out of, you have to break that cycle. Occult research, if you want to get into therapy, any kind of therapy, deep sadhana, joint finances may go through changes. You can donate red lentils to the needy on Tuesdays. Now, to start with, Moon is going to be in your 7th house. 7th house is about your marriage, relationship, business dealings, and it will bring focus to your maybe new relationship also. This is a good time to strengthen your relationship, communicate openly, and resolve the conflicts that you're involved in. However, you may also be more prone to emotional dependency and insecurity. So it's important to maintain your individuality, independence, and growth. You have to focus on yourself during this time period, so that you are, you really need to strengthen your 7th house if you want to have good finances. Remember, it definitely for especially Scorpio natives. So have good relationships with others, maintain good relationship with the people that you're with. They're going to be helping you. They're going to be ultimately good with you also. Okay. I don't know what happened. Anyhow. So this is what is the key theme. Just one sec. My laptop is about to conk off because of the battery wire is not plugged in. One sec. Yeah, it's done. So, okay, sorry about this. Okay, so you see, when you have this kind of combination in the sky, you must be more receptive, to your emotional dependency. If you have, it's okay. You have to accept it, and you also have that kind of combination in the sky also right now, where it says that you have Ardhara new moon in the eighth house. So you need to be really cautious about your mental setup, because eighth house is about self, um, about your uh, deep-seated fears, insecurities. It is the time when you have to be mindful, very mindful, and you can just visit the trusted friends or therapists, where you learn more. That is something where you maybe you require that kind of emotional uh, you know dependency. You need that. So there is no harm if you are involved with someone. There's no harm uh, with someone. You're dependent on someone who is going to be guiding you through. So take the help of the expert. No harm. And don't get involved in any kind of risky investment during this week. Okay, because there can be some kind of losses that you can experience. Okay, and then we have also, moon is going to be in, and there's an Ardhara new moon also in your eighth house. So you have to be any which ways cautious about your mental setup. And then moon moves into your ninth house. Mercury is waiting there. So this is a good placement for you for, travels, for joining some new job, if you want to go for any kind of, uh, you know, job switch, or you want to go for investments. And this is good for adventures. You can take some foreign trips also. Foreign relationships might trigger. Your friends can be from the foreign land, and this is good for spiritual growth also. You will explore new ideas, cultures, philosophies, religious belief system. This is a good time to travel, study, engage in spiritual practices. And also you might be open to new experiences and opportunities during this transit, quite likely. Okay, so enjoy this this particular transit, because it's definitely very positive for you for deep sadhana. Okay, and then it's good if you are mixing with people who are youthful, who are younger than you. Okay, this is a good time period to do so. And then lastly, moon on the 29th is going to be in your 10th house. So Mars and Ketu are waiting here. So it can, because you have all the grahas in Rahu Ketu axis also, so this can bring about some focus on your professional career growth. Ketu is there. Ketu detaches you from. Don't be obsessed about your work. Too much of obsession is not good. You are chasing for that position. You're chasing that position. You're chasing that that kind of goals, the career goals. And you're not getting that kind of focus or attention, or that public limelight that you're looking for. You're not getting that. Others are taking the brownie points, and you're not, so you feel very uncomfortable with this Mars and Ketu combination here. So don't worry, it's going to be there for some time. So relax. That's what I can say. You're putting effort, you're not getting the return. So how does it feel? So do some religious activities, get into any kind of, rituals, donate something which helps you, depending on your personal chart, of course. You have to donate. If you're going through something, the pain that you are going through, you should donate something which can give you, that kind of satisfaction, that, it's not for the unconditional donation. I'm not saying that donate with purpose, that, if I donate, I will get in turn something. No, don't ask for anything. You will get it any which ways. But at the same time, you have to be mindful. You have to be more into good work. If you do the good job, good work, definitely it comes back to you. So do it with that intention. Okay. And also it is the time when, Mars is looking at your first house also. So you are becoming very aggressive, wild and angry, you're getting upset on small things. So that is why donations is the key. And also visit some NGO, visit some orphanage or old age homes if you can. Ketu is in the 10th house. Connect with your co-workers, guide them through, help them out unconditionally again. So that will be good for you as well. Okay. So, Venus is going to be transiting your seventh house, which is definitely very positive for relationship. And you might just travel overseas for work, for business. And there is some definitely new business on cards also related to, your maybe something to do with, you can, maybe you're into fashion or glam industry or something. So it's good for those marketing, etc. Social media platforms. So you can do really well. And it's as it is, the Lord of the 12th. So you're going to be traveling a lot this Venus when transits through your seventh house. Relocation is also quite evident. So if you have to, then I think you should be doing it after the 9th July when Jupiter rises. Okay. Try doing it at that time, around that time. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. I knew this is going to be a little tough because in the 7th house also you have a new moon. Now, see, the themes are marriage, contracts, and open enemies. Because it's the 6th, 7th, and 8th house also getting triggered, and 9th house has a Mars and Ketu. So back to back, you have some issues this week. Okay. It doesn't mean that the whole week is bad, but still, when it is the 6th house, you have to work a lot more than you actually thought of, because Saturn is also going to be aspecting this zone. So there is a lot of workload and you have to focus on your health also. There is a possibility that you're doing overboard. You're going overboard and doing things. You need to focus on a balanced approach. You're going to be overly stressed or overworked. So you need to focus on the nutritious diet, exercise, healthy habits you have to follow, especially with Saturn also looking here. For Sagittarius, emotional resets in partnerships is likely with the new moon in your 7th house. Old grievances may end. Good time for spiritual unions or starting a consultancy business. And also there is a good time for starting your own fashion or tech related business also. Okay, some startup is going to be favorable for you. Then moon moves into your 7th house. This is the time when you may be more sensitive to the needs, and you have a new moon also in Ardhara in your 7th house. Communicate openly and resolve the conflicts. This is a good time to for the old grievances to end, in case you are in the litigation, loans, etc. If you have, so you are going to be calling it a quits. So you'll get the decision, or you'll get the, I know in India courts are shut, but maybe soon after they open, you will get that clarity and it will definitely fall in place. After this new moon, especially, it said that things will start falling in place, because it's a waxing moon now, not a waning one. So this is a good time for strengthening your relationship, communicate openly, resolve conflicts. However, you may also be more prone to emotional dependency and insecurity because of Sun and Jupiter is combust till the 9th of July. So it's important to maintain your individuality and independence. And the best thing that you can do is light a camphor. Light 2-3 pieces of camphor in all corners of your house. If you can do that, I know it releases some black, smoke. So if you can't do it, then at least, outside your house, you should definitely light in the evening, burn the camphor and keep it by on the right-hand side of your house when you exit. So try doing this for at least 43 days and you will see the difference. On your entrance door, stand right facing your door and just rotate it or whatever you want to. Any kind of evil or negative energies or aura, this is an aura cleansing. Camphor is really, really important. That is why in puja also we use it. So you can just rotate it and clockwise on the main entrance door. If you have a gate or if you have a door, whatever you have, just rotate it clockwise 7 times and just put it on the right side or when you are exiting the door. right side, that means left side when you're facing the door. Okay, on the left hand side, just keep it. If you have neighbors, etc., so just put it on the right side when you enter your house. Okay, this is one remedy that everybody can do, but I just thought of it, so I thought I must tell you, especially on the Thursdays. If you do, if at all you are not able to do every day, at least on Thursdays you can do. Okay, Jupiter is in your 7th house, no? So you should be doing that. Moon is going to be in your 8th house, and that's happening on the 27th and the 28th in the Cancer sign, with Mercury also in your 7th, in the 8th house. See, when the 10th Lord is in the 8th house, there are fluctuations or issues that you have been going through in your career right now. With Moon going there, there can be, this can bring about aggravation. Maybe there is a lot happening at the workplace. You're not able to handle the resources, or there is something which is going to be coming out in the limelight, something which is going to be, or maybe that you may be confronted with deep-seated fears and insecurities. You yourself are going to be experiencing that kind of situation. So it's good if you consult your bosses, seniors, or take their ideas how to go about it at the workplace, rather than just getting your point to prove your point alone. No, don't do that. Be mindful, practice mindfulness, explore your inner world during this time. It's better. And also avoid risky investments, because Mercury is in your 8th house also. Not a good time for doing things which will just backfire in future. So in your relationship, job, investments, be mindful with Mercury also in your 8th house. Avoid, be cautious of all these things, and don't get involved in other people's problems. They might just backstab you. You think that you're helping them, you did that, and then you get to know that, not a right thing that I did. So you might just regret, no? Also, Moon is going to be in your 9th house on the last day, on the 29th, and then we have Mars and Ketu also there. So you see, there is a lot of issue which is going on, traveling wise also, earning wise also, learning wise also. So you're going through a lot. So now with 9th house thing, the best thing that you can do is grow spiritually. Grow spiritually with Ketu also there. This is a good time to travel. This is a good time to learn. This is a good time to study, engage in spiritual practices. Ketu says, introspection time. Headless, no? Ketu is a headless warrior and a monk in the battlefield also. So what happens? It gives you that kind of situation again and again, that you have to fight it out. You have to struggle, and then you will win ultimately, because Mars is there as well. But if you lose patience, you are the loser. How is a chess game? It's like that. So you have to be very, very sharp intellectually, to win that game. So just be mindful, and don't just travel unnecessarily if it is not required. Avoid till the time Mars is here. Avoid. Okay, you might be open for new experiences, opportunities. You're very excited about certain things, and they fizzle out last minute. That is not acceptable right now. You feel that it is really, really, not working your way. You feel that things are not moving. Why? I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but nothing is working. So that kind of a situation happens when Ketu Mars are in your 9th house. That's the luck house, no? House of luck. So you feel that the luck is not by my side. I'm doing everything, but nothing is working. When that kind of a situation comes, remember, it's the end of the misery. Remember, whenever one tear drop, you know that it is coming to an end now. See, when the pain is excessive, it's unbearable. Remember, it is not going to go further. The pain is unbearable, means it's an end. Then you become immune to the pain, isn't it? So this is the time when you become immune, and now you're able to receive the healing, that cure that comes in. When the pain is too much, bear it, and then you see it's over. You will be now on the path of healing. Remember that. Okay. So don't give up. Don't give up closer to the finishing line. Always remember. Also, Venus is going to be in your 6th house. Good for your fitness, good for your diet, good for working, workouts, travels. When Venus goes here, it's definitely very positive for your investments also. You can go for it. But remember, Mercury is in your 8th house. Your 10th Lord is in the 8th house. But your 11th, see, it's a good time for healing. It's a good time for recovery. It's not a good time for investing afresh. Okay, avoid doing that. If I said that, just don't just cut it off. Do not go for fresh investments. It's a good time when Venus is there. It's a six from the sixth lordship, so you will be definitely having that kind of experience now, which is break even. You lost some money, now you're going to be making it up, and now you're feeling better. Okay, now I'm break even. It's okay. So don't go in for more investments right now. Status quo with Mercury in the 8th house, Venus in the 6th. Avoid. Okay, so the remedy that you can do is the camphor remedy. As I said, try doing it. You will see if it's not working, nothing is working, do this remedy. It will definitely help you, because there is, the blockage which is going to open there. Always remember, when you are putting the best of your efforts and you're not getting that kind of support from the divine, or you feel that there is some external force which is not by your side. So remember, that is going to break with this camphor energy. I have seen and done, and it helps me. Okay, try it. No harm in trying. No, do this remedy. Coming to the next one. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section later. Once the video gets uploaded, I'll answer. So for Capricorn natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, and 11th and 12th houses. Oh, sorry. What am I doing? The Moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, and 7th, and 8th houses. Okay. So when Moon is in your 5th house, this is aspected by Saturn also, not to forget. 5th house is the house of speculation, romance, playful, excessive energy is there actually in here. You want to unwind, you want to be on the entertainment spree, joy, pleasure. You want to spend time with children, or you are yourself a childlike. You want to go for a movie, you want to unwind. All that happens when Moon is here. But Saturn is looking here, so these pleasures are going to be restrictive. You are going to be, focusing more on your health, on yourself. That is what Saturn wants, on the relationship. You don't want to be self-centric. Now, this is not a self-centric approach. Now, this is what is going to be for everyone. Okay. So this is something which is positive for you, as regards to your artistic pursuits, your romantic interests, your excessive indulgence. All that will be taken care by Saturn energy here when Moon is transiting here on the 23rd, 24th. Okay. So if you have to make any decisions regards to your children, regards to your relationship, so you can do it. If you don't have anyone, you might just come across someone also. You never know. Okay, Venus is also going to be transiting your 5th house though. So there is a possibility. Okay. So now with this Moon transiting your 6th house. 6th house is the house of health, service, daily routines, and there is a Ardhara new moon which is happening here. So for you, this is the time to resolve employee or subordinate disputes. Great for starting detox and mindful fasting. If you want to fast, you can start that, especially on the Ardhara new moon day, that is on the 24th, 25th. It is really very essential if you detox emotionally also, physically also. And, just follow those good habits, the good habits, healthy habits, exercise, nutritious eating, and, inclined to help others, because this is a house of servitude attitude also, and Jupiter is there. So help others by teaching, help them by, being there by their side, help them out with your soothing words, healing them. Be mindful of potential stress and avoid overworking. With Moon's ingress also here, you can be having some issues in relationship, because Moon is your 7th lord in your 12 places away. So you need to take care of your mental setup and your legal matters also. This is good for resolution. Of course, you will get the decision also very soon in case you are having any kind of disputes. Then competition success. When 7th house Moon is there, it's good for traveling. It's good for connecting with new people also. It is good for strengthening your relationship with others, communicate openly, resolve the conflicts. Also, it will give you some emotional dependency and insecurity also with Mercury there, because Saturn is also in trine, not to forget that. So you have to be focused. No, if you're focused, nothing will stop you. You will grow. I think you should feed, you can feed crows, or dogs. You can feed the dogs also, the stray dogs or street dogs. I don't know how we do it, but you can go to the shelter homes and, you can just help them, feed them. So it will be good for you. Okay. Especially on Saturdays, you can do it if you want to. And lastly, moon is going to be in your eighth house, and that's on the 29th, and Mars and Ketu are already there in the eighth house. So this is the house of transformation. You see, this is transformation and introspection. This is also the house of shared resources. So Mars exalts in your first house, but it is in the eighth house. So it is going to be giving difficult situations from time to time with your family members. You have to sign some agreements, documents, or you have to, buy property, etc. So it can bring about some issues there, disputes there. So be careful. Some abrupt closures will be there. Abrupt endings can be there. You were about to purchase something and you have to stop, or there is some dispute that comes up suddenly. Mars and Ketu are together after all. But it is good for healing yourself and others. If at all you're having any kind of fears, insecurities, you'll be able to overcome them with your spiritual pursuits. Nothing else will help you. So do not get involved in other people's problems, other people's resources, financial. Otherwise, you can get involved, help others. That's a different story. But do not get involved in anybody's money matters. Otherwise, it is going to be really, a bad name, or defamation can happen. So be careful about all these energies also. Maybe one of your closest friends, you get involved with, and that person only stabs you, or just starts blaming you that because of you I lost money, or because of you my relationship went for a toss. Anything, in your situation, whatever you are in. So just try to relate and connect. There can be something which is like, blame game can happen. So you have to be prepared for that also. Be careful about your money matters. Do not get carried away and just be unethical, unruly, and make money through shortcuts, and then lose them that way only. So see, what comes easy goes easy also. Remember, the more the hard work I've seen, the money stays. You feel satisfied because the pain game is going on at that time. If you don't go through that pain, it will come in other form. So it has to balance out. If you make money through the short route, always remember it will go also that way. So maybe you'll fall sick. People say that, right? In the classic text also is mentioned, if you make money through shorter roads, you will definitely be hospitalized, or somebody in your family will suffer. So don't do that. It's bad karma. Okay. Even if you're getting a chance to do it, avoid. See, I am owning this up myself, that there was a point that I was doing 15 years, I was doing free of cost readings. Okay. Now, I've given you the remedy also. So I'll just delete this because, I'm giving an example of myself that, I was doing readings for good 15 years for free. And one fine day, this person came in, because of which, my mind it was actually required. I really needed it. This person comes and says that, your reading was all bogus, nothing clicked, and this and that and blah blah blah, and you wasted my time, and I'm really very upset, and all that happened. Okay, I was really disturbed that, and I was pretty young also at that time. I couldn't understand what to do, but I was doing it because I wanted to learn astrology in a very meticulous manner. If you're taking example charts, you learn more. So I was just calling for those for that reason only. And I was very disturbed. I was bogged down. My confidence went up, completely. It was gone. Oh, I'm a bad astrologer. I don't know anything and stuff. So I spoke with my Guruji, one of my Gurujis, Vastu specialist, who taught me Vastu. I asked that this is what is happening. I'm not feeling too good about this. And he says, it's not your karma, you're taking no money, you're no energy exchange, and you're doing it. So what will happen? So people are getting greedy now. Now it is like, you're serving them, you're helping them, and you're helping those who can pay also, who can pay the for your consultation. And you believe in me, the person who actually, the blame game, I just said, that person is now a pauper, then millionaire. Believe you in me. He was then a millionaire. And I told him that this is what is coming your way. Beware. And he did not listen to me. He did not listen to me. He was totally blind. And when after a year or so I came to know about it, I was sad, yet I was satisfied that my reading was correct. So, one must not get greedy. Don't get greedy, this is not right. And that person was using all the short routes and it just went. The money that came in, I told him, n number of times I told him, don't do it, don't do it. It is going to go. Your time is not good. Rahu Dasha is starting, stop it. And in the moment Rahu Dasha started, everything went poof. If he would have followed it, I'm sure these things would have not happened. I'm sure. So it's destiny, so can't help it. Okay. But I tried. See, you can avert to some extent through your willpower, through your will, free will. So if you follow it, all the more better. If you don't, then up to you. There are so many people who come in and, they follow my advice. Some people who don't follow my advice also. There are all sorts of people. So for Aquarius natives, the theme is romance, children, creative energy, because this moon is going to be in your 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. So new projects get divine push, but balance passion with realism. Children may need extra attention, strong week for artists, musicians, and writers. And also, moon is going to be in the 5th house as well during this week. So there's an Ardhara new moon also in the 5th house. So you have to take care of your children's health, creative energies, and also daily routines. You need to really work on yourself. Be more creative, learn more, try to educate others. Others means who are underprivileged. If you can do for them, nothing like it. That's the best remedy. Go to Singapore, 99% literacy. So see the condition of their country. They are so well settled and they're growing and the economy is so good. So we must actually try to educate the ones who are not. So that's the best remedy for everyone to perform, because your karma towards your country is also very important. You have to give back to your country. You have to give back to the earth also. Okay, so plant a tree. I always say plant a tree, plant a seed, plant a sapling, whatever you can, whatever you call it. So do it. Okay. So this is the time for when moon is in your 4th house, it's the time for relaxation. You can repaint your house or you can redo your work. Then moon is in your 5th house. This is a good time for creativity, romance, studies, educating. For student natives, foreign lands, travels is also quite possible. Avoid excessive indulgence in risky speculation though. All right. And this is also a good week for maintaining yourself, your diet, your fitness, your exercise regime, nutritional eating. Nutritious eating is also good for you. If you can follow a diet plan or something, you can just seek the help of a dietitian or something. You will be definitely involved in helping others, healing others during this week. Maybe you're going to be purchasing a gadget or something. And then moon is going to be in your 7th house on the 29th. This is the time when you will be dealing in your business, a new business proposal will be coming in, or maybe you're going to be also dependent on your partner because of Ketu and Mars there. Rahu, when is in the 1st house, you become self-centric, it's said in the classic text, or you become very demanding in your love relationship also. So make sure that you're following the right kind of path and you're doing things which are in your favor, in your favor for your relationship. Do not expect too much from your partner. Okay. And also maintain your individuality and independence during this time period. If you want to wear new clothes, go to a spiritual retreat or something, do it, especially towards the end of the week. If you want to, it's a weekend, so you can just plan a trip to visit some religious place, okay, where you feel calm. So do it, plan it. As it is, all the grahas are in Rahu Ketu axis, not to forget that. So this is something where you feel very blocked. Next week, moon will be breaking the Kalsarpa. that is Rahu Ketu axis is predominant. So this is a very intense energy. Always remember, when Rahu is in the first house, Ketu in the seventh, that means this is a time for trials and tests. You have to go through a lot, okay, mentally, physically. So because all the grahas are hemmed, no, it's like Papa Kartari only, because one side is Rahu, the other is Ketu. So it's like a big, Papa Kartari. So when planets are in Papa Kartari, what happens? Their signification suffer. So your relationships suffer with your parents, with your siblings, financially, with your childhood friends. Also, you can have issues with your neighbors, with your own family people. Also, you can have some problems. Or overall, some area will get impacted negatively whenever there is a Kal Sarpa. Remember, that is the Papa Kartari Yoga, I would say, a bigger one, where all the grahas are in Rahu Ketu axis. Okay, this axis or that axis, depends where. So for you, it is 1-7 axis. So in your relationship, especially, you have to go through. You're going through already because of external forces. So be mindful of your decision making. Okay. Coming to the, okay, I have not given you the remedy. What should I give you? Mars and Ketu are in your 7th house, no? So Mars and Ketu. Mars and Ketu. Mars is. Okay, so you can do one thing. You can donate red lentils. You can also feed the dogs. And you can also Leo sign. Ketu, Leo creative. So you can, maybe donate some kind of, maybe a pen to someone, to your siblings, Mars's siblings, or to your husband or your wife. Husband is Mars, actually. So to your partner, or to your business partner, or to the children, or, if you can just give someone a pen, that will also be good. Okay. Because Ketu is pen, nib, actually, the nib, the refill, the pointed. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is one of the remedies, it just came into my head. So for Pisces natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. So when Moon is in the 3rd house, so the theme for you guys is home, inner peace, emotional base, and also about your personal interest, communication, siblings, interaction with siblings, deep cleansing in family and ancestral karma, because it's your 4th house, Ardhara new moon, which is happening. Property matters may shift favorably. Your mind may feel scattered. Ground yourself with routine. And also we have travels on cards. You're going to be maybe, having back-to-back meetings on 23rd, 24th. And also this is going to be aspected by Saturn during this time. So you might just be quite focused on whatever you're doing. Overcommitting yourself is not definitely a good thing to do. Don't do things which you can't fulfill. So just be restrictive. And also this is a good day, when Moon is in the Ardhara Nakshatra and we have new moon on 24th, 25th. So it's at the Gemini sign after all. So, you feel, you're obsessed by your own family, your own family members, your home. Your strong desire for comfort and security is just, too much. So you need to work on these emotions, because when you are homey, when you are in the house, when you're doing things, why there is dust here, why you did not clean that, all those things also come up. You become very nitpicky. I've seen people doing that, and their the house help becomes really gets drained. So you need to have that kind of relationship with them where, you get the job done, but, they're doing it for, you're paying them, and it's mutual. So don't think that you are one up when you're paying someone. Always remember, if you're paying, you're taking their services also. So that is something, that kind of mental setup you can have, that I'm paying. So maybe you're redoing your work, getting the, cleaning your house, cooking meals, nurturing your emotions and everything. But at the same time, do not hurt others. On what cost? You're doing things, but on what cost? Is it really that essential as compared to the life of the other person? You're just obsessed. So just stop doing that. You have to treat humans as humans. Sometimes, what happens, I've seen people ill treating their workers or their house helps, drivers, house help. I'm not denying that they also, have been doing all nasty things. Most of them are doing nasty things also. But at the same time, you don't spoil your karma, please, by thinking that I have, as if, I have mortgaged this person by paying that person. Don't do that. Don't accumulate that karma, please. Okay. So just take it easy. If one job is not done today, it will be done tomorrow. Big deal. Okay. As it is, there is a new moon, your mental setup, you have to be cautious, everyone, because new moon energy is intense. This time it is even more because Jupiter is combust, and that too in the communication sign of Gemini. So whatever you convey, whatever you communicate, you need to be very, very careful. It can be hurtful. It can cause a lot of pain to others also if you do that, because Ardhara means, tears. So maybe you can just, hurt others and they can cry also that day. So be careful, be cautious. You don't cry. You don't cry. Okay. You can make others cry. So that is something you have to be cautious about. If you feel that, you can, by crying, you can wash it away, whatever you have done, that is not good. That is not possible. Okay. So don't do at the first place which hurts others or which harms others. Then moon moves into your 5th house, and that's happening on the 27th, 28th. Now, this is the time when you can be very creative. You can purchase some gadget. You can also connect with your romantic partner, some ex-partner, or maybe you will connect with your children. If you are a student native, this is a good time period. If you want to go and study, join a course or something, you can do it. Good for competitive success also. This is also going to be making you very romantic, joy, pleasure, connectivity with children. You yourself can become a childlike. Excessive indulgence and risky speculation you should think of avoiding. But overall, it is a good placement. See, moon and Mercury combination in the classic text is written lunacy. People lose their mind, intellect when moon and Mercury are together. It's not a good combination, by the way, because, Mercury is the illegitimate, Buddha is the illegitimate child of Chandrama. So we need to be knowing these stories if you want to really understand these grahas. So maybe, this can bring about the issues in your mental setup. There's a tug of war. How you get mentally derailed, or you're indecisive because you're not able to make those kinds of decisions with this combination, because one says mind, one says heart. So where to go? So it depends on your personal chart now. If you have a strong moon, listen to your heart. If you have a strong Mercury in your chart, listen to your Mercury, listen to your mind, intellect, reason. If, logical reasoning, this Mercury wants, because he has learned it from Jupiter. Okay. And moon is not Jupiter. Moon is emotional one. Okay. So what happens? There is a tug of war on this day, whether I should go for playing golf, maybe, No. Let's sit and cook at home. Let's sit at home and cook. Oh, it rained. Good, I didn't go. That kind of a thing. So the dilemma, you will get that closure also. You will get to make the decision also on this day. And you must take care of your fitness, your regime, your diet, because your health requires attention with Mars and Ketu in your 8th house. 6th house. So this is something which can bring about some irritability in your relationship, and also maybe you're going to be making some decisions regards to your litigation, loans, etc. Eating right kind of food is really required. You need to streamline everything. Be mindful of potential stress and avoid overworking during this transit on the 29th, especially. Okay, don't pick up on any kind of argument or any kind of with your co-workers. Do not have any kind of stress. This is not a good combination, so avoid. Okay, take care of your health, your well-being, and focus on healthy habits such as exercise and nutrition, eating, because moon is going to be conjunct this Mars and Ketu. So you have to be mindful of things. Okay. So take good care and do the remedies that I have prescribed in. Okay, for you, you can also, remedy. I see remedy I forgot to give you. See, for Pisces natives, you must actually, uh, uh, you know, take a little bit of sesame seeds, okay, black sesame seeds, and put them in the water. Take a pitcher or a lota, as we say, and put it in that. Add water, but it has to be copper or brass lota. The pitcher, you will, if you type lota, you will get it, So that is actually gadvi, we say in our language, gadvi. Where we use it in our temple. I have a silver one. I'll show you one day. So what happens? You have to just put little bit of sesame seeds, water, add water, and when you're putting everything, you just cover it with the lid and say that I propitiate my ancestors, I quit my karma, and simply just say thank you for everything, and just put that water in any of the plants or in a sacred tree if you have nearby. Just throw it there, especially on the Ardhara new moon on the 24th, 25th. Okay. Do this, perform this ritual. If you can't do it, you can, if you have a water body, flowing water, put it there. Just let it flow. Okay. So this is sort of a tarpana, or we can say a remedy. Also, Rath Yatra is there, not to forget. So this is a beautiful time period for, performing any kind of rituals if you have to. So Rath Yatra definitely is the positive energy that you are going through. Powerful energy, in fact. Okay. So this is what else I have to tell you. So I just wanted to say the closing statement. Let this week be about surrender, clarity, and deep alignment with your dharma. Offer your inner chariot to Jagannath and let him lead you where your soul must go. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and have a great, great Rath Yatra and a great week ahead. Happy new moon energies also. Stay blessed. Om Tat Sat.